One of my biggest regrets when building my first salon suite location was hiring the wrong contractor. Listen, a contractor is the biggest person on your team because they're the ones that's actually going to bring your vision to life. So first you hire the architect. They're the ones that draw up your plans, right? But then they give it to the contractor who's actually going to build it out. Now, the mistake I made was I hired a contractor that had me going into the city trying to get the permitting. So I was going back and forth from the architect to the city of Atlanta trying to get the permit so that I could start my build out. I literally had to go up there about 7 times, y'all, to the point where I had to stand up on a chair in the city of Atlanta and actually cry real tears to finally get them to stamp my plan so I could start my build out. Now, what I learned was that I was never supposed to be doing that anyway. See, you want to hire a contractor that is going to pull the permits for you. You should not have to go to the city to do anything, but you should just be managing your contractor. So before you hire them, you want to ask them, do they pull the permits? And this should be non-negotiable. Other things you want to look out for when hiring a good contractor. You want to make sure that they are licensed and insured. Now, they can tell you that, but you want to double check that. So even if they provide the document, you can call the insurance company to make sure. That way, if anything happens during the build out process or anyone gets hurt, they will have to take care of that and none of that will fall on you. The next thing is you want to make sure that they are experienced. We all know experience is the best teacher. So a question you can ask them is, have they ever built out a salon suite business? If they haven't, it's not a deal breaker, but it's always good to ask. If they've built any business that's in your area, I highly recommend that you go and visit that location and actually look at the results of their build out. Also, ask for clients that they've helped before. Reach out to those clients and ask them about their experience. Was it a good experience? Did they do what they said they were going to do, right? You can find contractors by simply asking other people who have businesses, or you can do a search on Google and find at least 3 different contractors. So you want to get at least 3 different quotes. You will be surprised at the range of quotes, right? You may get somebody who may quote you $50,000 and another contractor will quote you $200,000 for the same build out. So you want to get 3 separate quotes, and then you want to use that as leverage to negotiate which contractor you're going to choose. Another thing is you don't want to pay the contractor all of the money up front. You should only be paying a deposit in the beginning, and they should not be paid in full until the build out is completely done. So you want to structure your payments in different phases. Now, the most important thing when it comes to a contractor is making sure that you manage them. A lot of people think, well, because I paid for the contractor, all my work is done. No, it's still your project and you're still the boss. So you have to make sure that they do what they said they're going to do. Keep in mind, contractors are working on multiple jobs at once. So in order for you to be a priority, you have to continuously communicate with them. The people that are reaching out to them every day and every week are the people that are on the top of their brain. So you want to follow up every week. What is the progress? What are we doing next week? What is the plan? If you're unable to physically go in and see the progress, ask them to FaceTime you. If they don't have an iPhone, ask them to record it. But you want to make sure that you can see the progress and that you understand exactly what phase they are in. Again, this is super important. If your contractor makes you feel away because you're asking questions, they're not a good contractor. Remember, you are the boss. You are paying people. These people work for you. Sometimes contractors will give you a hard time because they think you don't know what you're talking about. And even if you don't know, you still have to set the tone as the boss. And hey, I paid you. So you want to make sure that you set that tone from the very, very beginning. Listen, if you got any value out of this video, be sure to subscribe for more information and more tips about how to operate a successful salon suite business.